Good morning, children. Today we will see how to convert improper fractions into mixed numbers and how we can convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. So now here one example is written 13 divided by 6. Now other way to write this improper fraction in mixed number is 2 1 by 6. Now 2 represent the whole part which is red in color, 2 represent the whole part and 1 by 6 represent that. In the third part which is having 6 portion, out of 6 portion 1 is shaded. So if we will say that improper fraction is a combination of whole and a proper fraction, so that will not be incorrect. So now let's see few of the example how to convert an improper fractions into mixed numbers. So now directions: rewrite 21 by 5 as mixed number. Now this is your question, that rewrite an improper fraction as a mixed number. Now what is the first step to write an improper fraction into a mixed number? That is, divide the numerator by the denominator. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Now here when we divide 21 by 5, what we will get? We will get 4 as a quotient with 1 as a remainder, because 4 5s are 20. So 4 will become your quotient and 1 will become your remainder. So now the whole part which is your quotient part, that will be written first, and after that we will write the remainder part upon the whole part, that is 5. Now the whole number is your whole number in the mixed number and the remainder becomes the numerator of the fraction. Means whole, that quotient will become your whole part in the number and that remainder will represent numerator of proper fraction, which is another part of improper fraction. Fine. And the simple way to remember it, how to write it, this is, remember that quotient is the whole, then remainder upon divisor. So that will be the way to remember it. So let's see one more example so that this concept will be clear to you all. What we have done in step 1, in this example we have done step 1, we have done the division, 4 we have got as a quotient and that quotient represent, correct, quotient represent the whole number. So that we will write first. After that numerator will be represented by the remainder upon the part. Now you can see second example of this type only, how to convert 20 upon 3 to a mixed number. Now 20 upon 3, this fraction bar which I have told you yesterday, fraction bar means that is written in with the help of division symbol only. Now what we have to done in this question, divide the numerator by the denominator. Now 20, when we will divide 20 by 3, what we will get? 6. 6 as a quotient, because 3 6 are 18, and what will be remaining here? 2 will be remaining here. Now remainder will become numerator of fraction part. Now here fraction part is 2 upon 3, which is the denominator. Now denominator will be same in both the case, whether in improper fraction or in mixed number, the denominator will be same. Like this also you can remember. and this quotient part will represent the whole, which you will write first. Now 6 here you will write, 2 remainder you will write above upon 3, that divisor. Now 6 becomes the whole number, 2 is the numerator of the fraction as shown here, and 3 is the denominator. So I hope how to convert these fraction or improper fraction into mixed numbers is clear to you all. Now we will see how will you convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. So here we have this exercise also to do the practice of this. Now when mixed number will be given to you all, then how will you convert it into improper fraction? We will see this. We can do this conversion without drawing a diagram. How you can do it? Now what are the steps? There are 3/3 in 1. 3/3 are there in 1. So 3 will be multiplied by 2. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 extra, which is your remainder, that will be added in that whole part. That will be added. Now 6 plus 2, that will become 8 upon 3. So in the total you can write 3 multiplied by 2 plus 2. So that will become 8 by 3. Similarly, we will see another example, 3 5 by 6. Now here divisor will be multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Now divisor is 6. 6 will be multiplied by 3. 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 5, 23 by 6. So I hope this is clear to you all. How will you do it this? Okay children. Now let's see. Now we'll do practice of these questions. So first we will take these questions. How will you convert it into mixed numbers? So let's start with this second question. Now this fraction bar represent division symbol, that I have written here only. Now what is that? 5 4s are 20. What will be left? 22 minus 20, 2 will be left upon 5. Now come to this. Now 36 will be divided by 7. Now 7 5s are 35. So you will write here 5 whole and 1 by 7, because that 35, 36 minus 5 you will get 1 as a remainder. So remainder upon this divisor. Now come to this, 10 6 are 60. What will be left? 7. So 7 upon 10 will be your fraction part. 6 7 by 10. So now easiest way to remember it, that whole part you will write it here, quotient QRD. Quotient, remainder and divisor. Quotient, remainder and divisor. Now these are the questions of changing improper fraction into mixed numbers. Now we will do, if mixed numbers have been given, then how will you convert it into improper fraction? Now 5 8s are, what you will get? 5 8s are 40 plus 1 plus 1. What you will get? Yes, 5 8s are 40 plus 1, 41 by 5. That you will get it. Now 5 9s are 45 plus 1, 46 by 5. 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5. So the answer will be 5 by 2. Now here 7 5s are 35 plus 1, 36 by 7. Next is 9 9s are 81 plus 2, 83 by 9. 4 3s are 12, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 3, 15 by 4. So it is quite easy. You have to multiply these two numbers and whatever you will get it, this remainder will be added in that. 2 6s are 12 plus 1, 13 by 2. 4 7s are 28, 29 by 4. 9 8s are 72 plus 2 74 by 9. Clear children? Now we will see questions from our exercise 5.1 which we have started yesterday. So let's do questions related to this only from our exercise. So children, as you can see, exercise 5.1 which we have started yesterday, we have completed question number 1. Which of the following are like fractions? Unit fractions, proper fraction, equivalent fraction. Complete the following, rewrite as division sum and rewrite as fraction. Now we will do question number 8 right now, whose introduction we have just done. Express as mixed numbers. Now improper fraction have been given to you. You are supposed to express in mixed numbers. So let's start this question number 8. So children, let's start question number 8. Express as mixed numbers. Now this improper fraction have been given. So how will you represent in the form of mixed number? So what we will do, that is exactly what? Division of 9 by 8. So 1 times it will be 8 and 1 will be remainder. Now this will become your quotient and this will become your remainder. To write an improper fraction into a mixed numeral, you have to remember this rule. What is the rule here? Quotient will be your whole number and remainder upon divisor. Now remainder will become your numerator of proper fraction. Now here quotient, what is the quotient here? 1. What is the remainder here? 1 upon divisor, that is your 8. So you will write it like this. Therefore 9 by 8 is equals to 1 by 8. Remember this QRD rule. QRD rule, quotient, remainder and divisor. Divisor doesn't change. Whatever divisor you are having this in this question, that only you have to write it here. Now we'll see B part, that is 35 by 11. Now this division you are going to show in every question. Whenever you are going to do the solution of every question, when you are expressing any improper fraction in mixed number, then this division you definitely going to show it in every question. Now 11 3s will be 33. What will be left? 2. Now this will be your quotient and this will be your remainder, and divisor doesn't change. Divisor is that same only. So 35 by 11 will be written as, remember the rule, QRD. Q3 R2 by 11. This is your whole part and this is your fraction part, 2 by 11. I hope this question is clear to you all. Now we'll do C part, which is 41 by 7. Now this fraction bar represent the division only. So now what we have to do first? Yes, correct. We have to do division first. This division you are going to show it in every question. Now 7 5s are 35. What will be remaining here? 6 will be remaining here. Now this will become your quotient and this will become your remainder. Now what is the rule to write it? 41 by 7 is equals to whole part, that is 5 we will write first, and remainder will be 6 upon what is the divisor, that is 7. So this will represent your proper fraction and this will represent your whole part. Now similarly we will do D part, that is 43 by 10. This is your D part. So children, what we will do first? Yes, we will do division first. Now 43 will be divided by 10. Now 10 4s are correct, that will be 40. What will be remaining here? 3. Fine. So this will become your quotient, which is whole part, and this will become your remainder, and divisor doesn't change, that will become your 10 only. So therefore 43 by 10 is equals to the quotient part, that is 4, 3 by 10. So this will be your representation of an improper fraction into a mixed number. So I hope this question is clear to you all. Now we'll start question number 9. What is that question number 9 is? Question number 9 is express as improper fraction. Express as improper fraction. Now you have to express the question which is given to you in mixed number. You have to write in improper fraction. Now how will you do it? Divisor will be multiplied by the quotient plus remainder. That is the process. 11 1 times will be 11 plus 9, that will become 20 by 11. Got it? So similarly B part, what you are supposed to do, this divisor, this denominator will be multiplied by the quotient plus remainder. Denominator will be multiplied by quotient, denominator will be multiplied, or divisor will be multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Remember this rule and then you can do next also. Now 8 fours are, what will be? 8 fours are 32 plus 7, that will become 39 by 8. Quite simple. Divisor or denominator will be multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Quotient, which is your whole part, divisor will be multiplied by the quotient plus whatever remainder is there, that will be added in this. Now we'll see C part here. 12 4 by 5. Now 12 5s are 60 plus 4, or 5 12s are 60 plus 4, that will become 64 by 5. D. 113 4 by 7. So now what we will do, 113 will be multiplied by 7 first. Do the multiplication. 7 3s are 21, 2, 7 1s are 7, 8, 9, 7 1s are 7. Now what will be added in this? These two numbers will be multiplied. Whatever answer you will get, that this 4 will be added in that. Now plus 4, what you will get? 5, 9, 7. So you will get it 795 upon 7. 795 upon 7 you will get it. Fine. So I hope how to express a mixed number into an improper fraction is clear to you all, and how an improper fraction can be converted into mixed numeral, that is also clear to you all. Now next we will do comparison of unit fractions. So first of all we will revise what is unit fraction. Unit fractions are those fractions which having 1 as a numerator. The fractions which have 1 as a numerator, then those fractions are called unit fraction. Now comparison of unit fractions. Comparison of unit fractions means we will compare two unit fractions, that which among the given two fractions which is greater and which fraction is smaller. Now let's start this. Now we have learnt the comparison of like fractions in the previous class and established that of the given two like fractions, the one with greater numerator is greater than the other. Now remember this that a fraction, two like fractions, one with greater numerator is greater than the other. Now this we have done in a previous class. If we have two like fraction, for example here if I'll take one example, in your book itself it is given 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 7. If we have like fractions, then we will say the fraction which has greater numerator, that fraction will become bigger. But it is not same in the case of unit fraction. So that like fraction method we can use in this also, in unit fraction also. If we have to we can convert it into like fraction and then we can find it out. So we can opt any one of the method. We have two methods, like fraction method and cross multiplication method. Today I will explain both the methods, like fraction method and cross multiplication method. Whichever method you find it out suitable, that method you can use for comparing it. First of all, like fraction method we will see how we will do or how we can do comparison using like fraction method. As you can see here, let us compare 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 by converting them to like fraction. Now 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 is an example of unit fraction. Now here in this exercise we are going to compare unit fraction only. Now like fraction method is, now here 1 by 2 we will multiply 3 by the numerator also and by the denominator also, so that we will get 3 by 6, and 1 by 3 will be multiplied by 2, so that we will get 2 by 6. So here we can see that 3 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6, it means 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. So let us understand this, what is like fraction method and what is cross multiplication method. So let's start with the like fraction method. So now first method is like fraction method for comparison. Now you have been given with the two unit fraction, that is 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So here we can find it out LCM of 2 and 3. Now what is the LCM of 2 and 3? We will find it out LCM of 2 and 3. 2 1 times and 3 1 times. Now this part you can do it in rough, 3 2s are 6. Now LCM of 2 and 3 will become 6. So 1 by 2 can be written with a denominator 6. How? If 1 by 2 will be multiplied by 3 with its numerator also and with its denominator also. So it will become 3 by 6. Now come to next 1 by 3. Now 3 can be make it 6 by multiplying it by 2. So we will multiply 3 by 2. Now 2 by 6 will be the total here. Now as you can compare this, because now they will become like fraction. So here 3 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6. And what is the respective fraction for 3 by 6 is, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. So this is one of the method, it is called like fraction method. Like fraction method. So what we have done, we have been given two unit fraction, 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Now LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Just now we have find it out, 6. So now 1 by 2 can be written with the denominator 6 if it is multiplying by 3 with its numerator also and with its denominator also. So we will get it 3 by 6. Now 1 by 3 will be multiplied by 2 with its numerator also and denominator also. So we will get 2 by 6. Now as you can see that both the fraction, now these both fraction are like fractions because having same denominator. So 3 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6 and the respective fraction for 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. So therefore 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. This is one of the method. Now the second method for comparing the fraction is cross multiplication method. This is another method for comparing two unit fraction, cross multiplication method. So now what we have to do in this method, we have been given with two unit fractions. What we will do, we will multiply this 3 and this. So what will become 1 multiplied by 3, what we will get 3, and 1 multiplied by 2, what we will get 2. Now as you can see that 3 is greater than 2, whichever number is greater, then that number, when that number will becoming your denominator, that will be opposite. So this 2 is smaller, but 1 by 2 when it will come in fraction, that will become greater than 1 by 3. Why it is so? Because this will become your half and this will become your 1/3. So whichever number which is greater than other number, when it comes in the fraction, that will become opposite. The number which is greater, that will become your smaller. Fine. So this is cross multiplication. So this method is called cross multiplication method. You can opt any one of the method. You can opt either like fraction method or you can opt cross multiplication method. I hope both the methods are clear to you all. This like fraction method you have done in your earlier classes also. So if you found it easier, then you can opt this like fraction method, or you can opt this cross multiplication method also. If you are getting confused in cross multiplication method, then you can opt this like fraction method only. Fine. I hope both of these methods will be clear to you all. Okay children. Now we have this activity also for comparison. See, this activity also we will do. So children, as we have done the activity of LCM also, similarly you will do this activity in your maths notebook. In mathematics lab also we can compare two unit fractions by activity method as follows. Now here heading of this activity will be lab activity. Now then let us compare 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Now what do you required for doing it? Take two equal rectangular stripes of a white chart paper. What you have to take? You have to take two equal rectangular stripes of a white chart paper and then fold it. Now fold one of the above rectangular piece into two equal parts and another into three equal parts, and mark it. The crease, when you fold it, one crease will be formed. Unfold the paper and color one part as shown in the figure. 1 by 2, each part represent 1 by 2, and another piece of the paper, fold it into three equal parts, then unfold it. When that crease will be formed, and on that crease you will put a line with sketch pen, and then each part will represent 1 by 3. Now this 1 by 2, this folded part, you will cut out 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 portion of both of these rectangular strips, and then keep it one below the other. Now cut out the colored part from that rectangular strip and paste them on another chart paper or write there only in the notebook. And now you will compare the length of strips 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Clearly you can find it out that 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. We conclude that of the given two unit fractions, the one with smaller denominator is greater than the other. Now this we have concluded for every question. We concluded that of the given two unit fraction, the one with smaller denominator is greater than the other. So here we have compared two unit fraction 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. See children, this lab activity you will do it in your copy, and you can take any colored paper, you can take white chart paper and you can color that particular portion, or you can take two colored chart paper only for comparison. Fine, it's totally up your wish, whichever paper you want, two colored paper, if you want two colored paper then you can take two colored paper, if you want a single colored paper then you can take single colored paper, but you will not draw those strips in your copy, because by drawing those strips in your copy you won't be able to compare it, because you cannot cut out those strips from your copy na. So take any color chart paper, white, yellow, whichever color chart paper or A4 size paper which you are having at your home, and with that chart paper cut out two strips of equal size. One will be folded into two halves, two parts, and another will be folded into three equal parts, and then shaded that one portion, cut out that one portion and paste it, and then you will do the comparison. And whatever steps will be given here, steps of these will be given here, that also you will write it in your copy. So this activity you will complete it. Tomorrow we will start with our next exercise, that is 5.2, how we will do the comparison. So that's all for today. Good day children.